Hi guys. My name is Jazmine K. Davis, and I am the founder and designer of Jazmine Kiana. 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 6 seconds. That is how long 71% of women can wear their favorite pair of high heel shoes until they feel unbearable pain. Sorry. When it comes to wearing high heel shoes, women have been forced to choose between style and comfort for far too long. You have been there, you have seen it. Maybe you're the woman that has to wear 2-inch heel shoes just simply because that's all your feet can handle. Better yet, maybe you're the woman that has to pack a pair of flats in her bag because you know eventually you will have to change into them. Or maybe you're the woman that's determined to wear them 6-inch heels, so you tape your 2 toes together to alleviate a little bit of comfort. Or better yet, if you're like me, you have tried insole after insole, and literally still no comfort. Okay, sorry. Ooh. Well, today, your high heel, today your soles will be getting a little bit lighter. I know high heel hell far too well. After buying my first pair of designer shoes in college, my pride quickly turned into anguish when I realized how bearable these shoes were. I've tried everything to add a minute of comfort, and still yet, there was no luck. That's when I decided to be a part of the solution to a problem that millions of women face daily, and Jazmine Kiana was born. While making my first pair of shoes, I realized the problem was actually within using an external insole. Reason being, you make a shoe onto a shoe last. So when you try to use an external insole, that space is not considered. So when you use that, it creates a tighter fit, overall still adding discomfort. So what did Jazmine Kiana do? We actually build a shoe collection that molds to your feet over time, takes the impact of each one of your walks, but better yet, our insoles are built into our shoes. I designed contemporary, cruelty-free, environmentally, my goodness. I'm gonna get it there. Woo, okay. Vegan high heel shoes. Okay, there it is. During my design journey of making these insoles at home, one thing I realized is I started making my insoles with between 20 different samples from actual insole companies. And I took my findings and designed our first prototype. I am a scientist by day, and so that has positioned me to build the perfect insole. We are patent pending. On top of that, we have just launched our first collection this month. With that, we will also be moving forward with our first initiative with walking women through pain. And one of the ways we are looking to do that is we will be having a Walk in Our Shoes, which is our initiative to donate 3% of revenue to young women who have lost their parents by the age of 18. I have experienced this loss myself, and I know how meaningful it is for someone to either help with either an electric bill, paying for educational costs, or even therapeutic services. So we are not just a brand for the soles of your feet, we're also a brand for the soles of a woman. With that being said, our ask today is for you to consider us and investing in us with grit. And the way you can is by simply texting high heel hell. Simple as that, all one word, to 88202. That will send you a direct link to our I Fund Women crowdfunding website. Again, that's high heel hell, all one word, to 88202. And another way I would love for you to consider us in helping us grow as a brand is connecting us to the retailer experience. I have noticed our strength in sales come from women trying on our shoes. That's when the actual magic happens, and the oohs and ahs go from there. So helping us get into that, if you know anybody that would love to host our shoes or even have experiences where women can try them on, please send me an email at inquiry@jazminekiana.com. Again, that's inquiry@jazminekiana.com. Thank you.
Great job, judges.
Well, congratulations, and it sounds like a wonderful product. As you've sold me on the idea of heels and comfort and all of that. Like I don't have to walk too far to get with you on the product. You sort of brought up already my question after reading your material and listening to it is, how do you cut through the noise from the perspective of that marketing space? Because there's a lot of shoes out there. As a shoe buyer and shoe lover, I know that, right? So there's a lot of shoes out there. And there's a lot of shoes that say they're comfortable, and so I've never thought about the idea that when I put an insole in, it changes the shape of the shoe. That's really great. But so when I buy an insole, I don't necessarily think about that. So how do you cut through that noise and get those shoes on the feet, finding unique ways for women to really understand what the product is?
Yes, so with our crowdfunding, I noticed we've been struggling just a little bit because we don't have that feel where people can try it on. All of my prototypes are unfortunately my size because I am my #1 model. So with that being stated, I'm working with my manufacturer to duplicate multiple sizes, which are actually on their way now. We want to actually film and actually watch women try on their shoes. When I did my photo shoots and my models put their foot in our shoe for the first time, those are the reactions we want to film, because they're raw and they're right there in the moment. And that's what people need to see. And so that's what I really am trying to engage and roll out in this month of December. And also sharing that story that we all have, which is high heel hell. So we're actually rolling that out with that 25-day of high heel hell in December. And so building that community where women can engage in that. And so we all have this problem, we're sharing this problem, and here I am with a solution. So that was how I'm choosing to chime through that noise. Thank you.
Well done. What is the patent on?
The patent is actually on the shoe design itself. We use a layering system, and so we're trying to protect that IP itself, which is within the insole built into the shoe.
So I am not your target market, never wore heels, not interested, it's not worth the pain. But I do like to be comfortable, so have you ever thought about just think of taking them apart and selling the insole to those of us who don't wear heels, or expanding your market if that's where there's a possible patent and competitive advantage?
So the way I decided to expand my market is being versatile in all my shoe designs, period. We will be rolling out men collections as well, other female-inspired collections. We have a flat that's even available. So broadening our horizon, we actually have 8 styles that are available that we have prototyped. And so the way that we're choosing to compact that, instead of selling the insole itself, that won't alleviate the problem of using an external insole. So our way was to just be a versatile brand, start with this high heel first, get our name and our brand into people's houses, and going from there and broadening the horizon.
So from a distribution channel, what kinds of things have you thought about doing other than just straight e-commerce? Because people want to try on shoes, especially if they have problems with their feet. So what kinds of distribution channels have you thought about? Have you thought about Tupperware party type things where you have ambassadors hold parties at their homes?
Actually, I had one of that this summer. Where I met women, about 15, 20 women in this area, and we did a couple of them where with some of my mentors, we were able to actually get them to try on, or at least our insole board that I made. Another way is some of my fashion consultants out of LA and in New York has the actual connection to get us in some mainstream department stores. The issue that we're having is I don't have enough capital at this time to be able to bulk up our orders to be able to meet the demands of department stores. Once we be able to have that, those connections are solidified, and we have a strategic plan to keep these buyers enticed with our company. They're watching and monitoring us. So the more that we can get people to pre-order, donate, support us, the stronger chance we can enter that space much sooner.
Are those your shoes?
Yes, this is one of my pairs.
That's a good thing.
I actually do in the back. I didn't know we had a table or not, but yes, I actually have 8 styles.
How many of them are heels?
I'm sorry?
How many of the styles are actually heels?
Out of the styles, actually 7 of them are heels. 1 is a pair of flats.
Okay, because your business plan said the other way around, so I was going to...
Yes, so we actually wound up designing more as we went along with this process, just changing the colors, the patterns, color blocking. So that's where the changes came from.
Nail it, and then you scale it.
So she doesn't have anything displayed on stage, but I bet if you text High Heel Hell to what number?
88202. And
I
High
bet there's
Heel Hell.
all kinds of pictures of your
one word.
products there, right?
Yes.
Great. Any other questions from judges?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Any other questions?
Yes, so again, we just launched this month, so we got about 9 to 10 strong backers. We also have women that are actually just waiting. I have to remind a lot of my mentors, they're extremely busy, as am I. So just simply texting them, emailing them. We've just been engaged in so many events, but we're actually having a pop-up shop in Harlem, January 19th, so that will be really exciting, and we're ready to just get some more sales from there too.